Hello tribe, welcome back to my channel. Let's check in, let's see what's happening next week and a half, any important events. And as usual, pile number 1 is on your left, pile 3 is on your right. Choose using either a number or a shell you see in front of you. I'll see you in timestamps. Hello group number 1, let's see what is up with you next week and a half. We start with Tea Leaf Tarot. We have bag, something important such as a new job or raise, and we have dog, protection from a powerful friend. Let's put these right here in the corner and let's pull tarot. I think I'm going to be using the golden leaf tarot for you here today. Let's start with a bag. Something important such as a new job or a raise. What is this bag bringing in for you next week and a half? Let's see. You have Temperance. You have the Hermit. You have the Ace of Cups. That's representing the bag in this case. And you have Justice. Bottom of the deck, you have the Five of Swords. So what I'm picking up straight away from with this, there is something that you've been fighting for. Maybe you literally had to fight for a spot somewhere, or you have to compete with someone else, or in general you had a lot of inner conflict about one particular situation. Now for some of you this is going to be a relationship, others of you this is going to be work situation, or even I'm seeing travel for some of you if you want to relocate. Now you have spent some time, or you will be spending some time on contemplation. How do I come back to balance, or how do I find more balance in this situation? Right around the time of hermiting, of self-reflection, of soul-searching, the opportunity will arise. And whatever this opportunity is about, it includes documents. It may include signing any forms or signing new contracts, legalities. In general, any formalities. So it feels like you are signing up for a new contract of some sort. Some of you may be working in a legal field, or you somehow are involved in the justice system, making sure that everything is fair. Let's see. What happens next after this opportunity arises? I just heard don't waste it. So any opportunity or suggestion that will come your way next week and a half, think about it. Don't brush it off straight away. Because you might not see a bigger picture if you're going to brush it off straight away. Okay? A lot of you are focused on being strong next week and a half. I have to be strong because I have to get this done. And I feel like there's one more person involved in this situation. Maybe someone, you care for someone, or you live with someone, or you look after someone. Regardless of what kind of relationship this is, it feels like you're trying to do better, not only for yourself, but also for the other person involved. And in this situation, it feels like you can't speed it up. The bag is coming your way, but it is important to allow time to do its thing. Because some of you are trying to rush to the outcome, and if you're rushing to the outcome so much, you might not see the signs. So take, for example, when you're driving very fast on the road with a car, you can't see the signs. You can't see where you're going. You don't know where to turn, right? Especially if you are disconnected from your intuition, disconnected from your heart, you're very much in your head. You can't trust your intuition. On top of that, where you might have to turn. And in this case, that's exactly what I'm getting. Do not compete with time. Enjoy the journey, even if I'm seeing a lot of you struggle with lack of patience here, even if it may take longer than you thought it would take. The opportunity is coming. It is coming. Sorry, 1 second, card on the floor. Yeah. And the card that flew on the floor is the Sun card. By rushing your journey, make sure that you're not closing your eyes to joy that you can experience now. Some of you are focusing so much on the future, you forget how to enjoy the current moment. And that's going to be a reminder for you next week. We're going to have something may happen. Someone may say something. Hey, why can't you just be? Can we just be for a moment? In general, this opportunity will make you, cards are flying all over the place in this one side. Will make you very happy. But at the same time, you're going to have to say bye to some of the things maybe that you had. Or, for example, if you are getting a new job or if you're finding a new place to live, you have to let go of what was, right? So you are walking towards happiness, but at the same time, you're dealing with some sort of grief. But you are ready here. I'm seeing you are ready. You're ready. It's like you're inviting a change into your life. I need this to change. I need this back to come my way. I'm waiting for it already. It's almost as if you see it, you feel it coming, but maybe you don't know how that's going to happen. Specifically, what is this bag about? I wanna check in. What is this bag about? Unexpected rewards, yeah. This could be monetary rewards, or this could be rewards as love, right? Really nice gestures. Being recognized, a gift. Something monetary is coming your way next week and a half. That's gonna make you feel free. Say for example, if you had financial issues and it made you feel imprisoned in some way, next week it's not gonna be that tough, because you're going to see the rewards, or you're gonna see results of your work, or you're going to see opportunities where you didn't see them before. Make sense? Now, let's focus on the dog. Let's see what this wants to say. Protection from a powerful friend. Why is this coming through? And I want to switch decks. I'm going to be using the... Interesting. I want to use the zombie towel. I haven't used it for a while. Protection from a powerful friend. Now, whoever this person is who you consider your friend, it feels like they will be able to help you out next week and a half, so that you don't get yourself involved in a situation you don't want to be in. They may say something to you, they may advise you something. It's almost as if I'm hearing them say, hey, you don't have to do this, or hey, are you sure you want to sign up for it? Or are you sure you're okay dealing with this situation? Are you sure you're okay with this behavior? They're questioning you, but at the same time, they're protecting you by questioning you, because it makes you think about maybe some things you haven't thought about. So a very powerful person who acts as a guardian angel. Angel is going to be around you next week and a half. And they will react quickly. It feels like they might not even understand themselves why they're saying what they're saying. It's very channeled, you know, as if they're channeling your guide or your higher self. And they want to ask you these questions, but your friend does. Anything else we need to know about this situation? Don't rip yourself apart. It's not worth it, I'm hearing. They're wishing you the best. They are wishing you the best. Remember how I said don't rip yourself apart? This is literally it. But in this case, it feels like maybe sometimes you let other people rip you apart because how much energy you give into everyone else and not enough for yourself, right? Or you always put someone on a pedestal and then you end up hurting. So it feels like you're going to be very thankful for that person. For others of you, I'm also picking up here that they'll tell you don't take the bait. Someone is playing tricks on you, or someone is trying to reel you in, and the situation is not fair. And maybe you didn't even consider that, you didn't read a small font, etc., metaphorically speaking, and they will be the ones who will help you out massively here. Okay, let's see, anything else? I want to pull a couple of more cards from the tea leaf. You have a knot, unsuccessful plans, and you have dog barking. We have two dogs here. Advice from a friend. Yeah, it's like this is coming through really strongly. Whenever cards repeat like that, it means that, hey, pay attention, pay attention. It's important. Someone who you consider your friend will warn you before you make a wrong decision. To be honest, I don't feel like there are right or wrong decisions. Everything is a lesson. It just depends how big it is, right? But in this case, it feels like you'd be grateful that you were stopped from doing something, or you listened to their advice. They're helping you out by telling you something that changes your narrative or opens your eyes to a situation. I'm literally seeing like a wing that's protecting you, and that's that person. So I hope this made sense, pile number one. And if you need more content, as usual, find me on Patreon or check out my second channel, which is based on relationship readings, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye for now. Hey, group number two, let's see what is up with you next week and a half. Let's start with Tea Leaf Tarot. We have Parrot, someone will gossip about all your secrets. And we have Younger Man, dealings or relationship with a younger man. Now, let's pull some tarot. Let's see what this is. I'm going to use the texture tarot for you. And let's start with Parrot. What do we have here? We have Nine of Swords. We have Seven of Wands. We have the Four of Pentacles. And we have the Five of Wands. This is a very powerful energy here, what we are seeing. And since we're clarifying the Parrot, I'm seeing anger here towards someone who tends to interfere into other people's lives. I'm seeing someone saying, I'm fed up with them constantly interfering into my life, or I'm so fed up, I don't want to invest in this person anymore. I don't want to give them time. Say before, even if you didn't vibe with this person, you would say hello and you'd still be polite. Let's say if it's a work situation, for example. From now on, you're not doing that even. You're like, I don't owe you anything. You keep talking maybe shite, or you keep getting into my business. I want nothing to do with you. You caused me enough stress. So if this already rings who this person is, this is definitely for you. and you probably expect it happening, or you have witnessed this happen already, because there might have been a couple of conflicts with this person, and all you want, what I'm picking up from you, is peace. Like, don't get in my way, or I don't know why I'm hearing this. Don't come into my house and rearrange the furniture, right? Like this, it's none of your business. This is my home. Don't get into my private space. Give me peace. Yeah. 3 of Swords. I feel like you've been burned by this person in the past. You're ready to start new. You're ready to start relationships with people who make you feel that you're a part of the family, even if you don't know them that well. It's the energy that they give out to you. It's the trust that you feel around them. It's the loyalty that you feel from them. It's like you want to leave a chapter. What you used to accept or what you used to tolerate, you don't want to do that anymore. You're fed up. Like someone is really fed up here and they want to start over. I want to plant this seed, and this is a very grounding card, right? This has a lot of potential. I want to plant an intention, plant a seed that from now on, I am picking people, choosing people, spending time with people who make me feel that I am at peace. And I do the same thing for them. This is very motherly energy right here. Okay. What is the best advice for you in this situation? What is the best advice for you in this situation? Focus on work. Don't get distracted. Focus on doing something that you love and what brings you peace of mind. Don't get distracted by this hiccup. If you need to say whatever you need to say, leave it behind. Don't hang up on it. It's not going to be beneficial for you, okay? Let it go with the Tower. Let it go. Okay, so for some of you, this could be this younger individual, but it doesn't have to be. I'm going to tap in. I'm going to see why this card is here. And we're going to be switching to the Golden Foil Tarot. Dealings or relationship with a younger man. Okay, 2 cards flew out. Let's see. We have Tower reversed, Wheel of Fortune reversed. Okay. And I want to keep them reversed. I don't always do that. The Knight of Swords and the 4 of Cups upright. Okay. And the 3 of Cups. You are very happy next week we're gonna have by avoiding a situation that would otherwise have been very chaotic or would have taken away from you. And for a lot of you, this involves a younger individual or a childish individual. Okay? See, at the end you are celebrating. You're like, whoof, I dodged the bullet. So there's a bit of a repetition from Parrot and the younger man. This could be connected, where you are dodging a bullet next week we're gonna have. But since this is coming up so strongly, it feels like it's a life-altering decision. You're not taking something. It feels like if you involved yourself in a situation that you didn't want to, if you felt like, oh, it feels kind of like meh, but fuck it, I'm gonna take this, right? Or I'm gonna accept this person, or I'm gonna, I don't know. Whatever the situation, it feels like then you would be involved in this chapter of really a difficult chapter of your life that could have been avoided. Make sense? Everything is a lesson, right? But it feels like this, you really don't need that on your path. You now know better. Okay. I want to use the Steampunk Kipper. I want to see, can we get more information on that? What is this about? Some of you are avoiding third-party situations. It's very specific, I know, so this is not for all of you. If you know this is yours, this is yours. Some of you are switching routes. Let me clarify this. You are choosing happiness over ego. Ego is good, don't get me wrong. Over exaggerated ego, right? Okay. I feel like you're refusing to take something from someone. They want to give you something and you go, I don't know. No, I don't want to do this. I don't want to take this opportunity. I don't want to go that way. Because I feel like this would put me in a limbo. I feel it in my gut that this would put me in some sort of a limbo. I don't want to go back to a situation that caused me or made me feel chaotic or made me feel that I have to constantly fight for something or constantly prove myself. Yeah, see? I had to be on my toes at all times. I was walking on the eggshells, or I feel like I would be walking on the eggshells if I took this opportunity. And I'm deciding to walk away and have a peace of mind and look forward to new journeys and my wishes. Make sense? Very straightforward reading. Let's see, anything else? Let me tidy the desk. Apart from these two tea leaf tarot cards, is there anything else that we need to know? And I'm going to be using the texture tarot for the next 7 to 10 days from now. What else is important? We have the Fool. We have the Nine of Cups. We have the Ace of Cups. 10 of Cups, damn. It's like you're getting rid of a situation and everything, getting rid of chaos in some way, and then you live in peace. You start in a new chapter, a very clear chapter, no baggage. You're focusing on your wishes and your dreams. Love life is great next week and a half. If you're single, I'd say go on a date. Even if you're not single, take your partner on a date. Go somewhere, do something together. You may have cravings next week and a half. I'm seeing specifically for sweet food or cakes, you know, something that's heartfelt, something that reminds you of your childhood even. You may have cravings for that. I'm hearing we are stronger together. You may expect someone who has broken your heart in the past or has hurt you in some way come back with a proposal. And I know a lot of you are going to be in the comments like, ah, fuck them, I don't want to hear. But hey, whatever card show me, I have to tell you. It's up to you what you're going to do. People from the past may reapproach you, may want your time, may want your energy or resources. But it feels like you're like, no, it's a headache for me. I don't want that. I have my peace now. So it feels like you are dismissing someone next week and a half, but becoming much tighter, much closer with someone else. Let me know what is going on, pile number 2, if you want to share, of course. And if you need more content, find me on Patreon or check out my second channel, which is based on relationships only. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye. Hey, pile number 3, let's see what is up with you next week and a half. Let's start with tea leaf and we'll go from here. Misunderstanding, be aware of self-delusion. Let's clarify with tarot. Let's see what is happening. I'm going to use the texture tarot. Let's start with the wall first. Let's start with that and let's see what we got. I'm getting straight away this feeling of there might be misunderstanding because someone is very stubborn. Somehow someone's stubbornness may get in the way. Yeah, see the Five of Swords is here. It's like just fighting or trying to prove that your opinion is right just to be right, right? It's just no one wins in Five of Swords. No one wins. Both parties end up unhappy here. And I feel like that's something to avoid next week and a half. There will be a situation which will require someone to broaden their horizons. What I mean by that? Have a wider lens on one specific topic, subject, or matter. And because someone else may not be as open-minded, may be very stubborn, stiff in their ways, rigid, it may cause a conflict. Yeah, I mean, come on, 5-5, right? But since we have double the 5, it feels like this will start a period of change of some sorts. So almost as if that misunderstanding, yes, it will suck. Yes, it may escalate to a fight. But at the same time, it opens someone's eyes to what they didn't see before. Make sense? It makes them think. Now, this could be a money matter, but it doesn't have to be. See? I mean, come on, the Hanged Man is here, light bulb moment, taking the time, right, to look at life from a different perspective, and aha moment with the Ace of Swords. Expect light bulb moments, aha moments, if you are looking for answers in one specific matter in your life. Expect them coming to you next week and a half. You will even want to celebrate your ideas because of how great they will be. Yeah, it will come very unexpectedly to you. And it comes from this issue, right? I have an issue, I'm disappointed, but then you go, that's why. Or, I get it why the conflict happened. I tend to do this too often, or I tend to do that too often. Or it could be a light bulb moment for someone that you're dealing with, okay? Literally, as I said, someone that you're dealing with. So this feels like a misunderstanding, a fight makes people stronger, makes them feel stronger, more secure, wanting to stay together. It kind of deepens the connection, but it's because it opens someone's eyes to what they haven't seen before. Yeah. So misunderstandings lead to success. I know it may sound weird, but you're going to be happy at the end of this. Yes, at first there might be tears, but whoever you're dealing with, this person is a keeper. Or would it be a friend, a family member, a lover, right? Someone that you want to be around, someone who cares for you, someone who wants to give to you, someone who wants to provide to you. Stronger team. This may even be a work situation where you misunderstand one another, and then maybe you have a conflict, and then at the end you go, okay, we sorted this out. We talked about it. I know what not to do, you know what not to do. We know how to speak to one another, or we have found a solution to maybe an issue we were arguing about, and we became a stronger team. We can then move forward together. Okay. Dragon, be aware of self-delusion. Let's go. Let's see what this is about. Someone that you're dealing with, or maybe you yourself, is very hard-headed, and next week it may be shown more than the past couple of months. Now, this is a question. It feels like the cards are asking a question. Are you sure that whoever you're thinking about, whoever you can't stop thinking about, or if there is a location that you can't stop thinking about, I want to go there, I have to move there. It's just a question. Are you sure that's where you want to be? Are you sure that person is the one that you want to spend so much time with? It's like this situation is like you can read it clearly, but at the same time, sometimes you get lost and you start creating stories that don't necessarily represent reality. Okay? Or you get lost in your head. And that's something to avoid next week we're gonna have. Focus on creativity, focus on the strong commitments that you have around you right now. That would be the best, what I'm seeing from the cards. I want to lift this up a bit. Be aware of self-delusion. Some of you have to be very honest with yourselves. What do you want? Do you want family? Do you want to be independent and live single life for some time? What do you want? And if someone tells you, for example, if you want a family and the other person tells you, I don't know, I'm ready for commitment just yet, believe them. Get out of self-delusion and stop accepting what you know is not what you're looking for. This could be vice versa, okay? Knight of Wands, especially for those who might be dealing with someone who's not very reliable. You've seen that happen before. You don't feel safe around them. And you're like, yeah, but I still like them. I really like them. But why do you like them? Is it because they keep you on your toes and you don't really feel safe and you don't know what to expect and it's a rush of adrenaline and you're chasing after them? Or is it because, yeah, and they cause you sleepless nights and all of that jazz? Or is it because that's something that you need right now? It's completely up to you, but be very honest with yourself. Next week we're gonna have. Look at what makes you feel anxious. Acknowledge those situations. What do you want to do about them? Some of you maybe are struggling with mental health. Next week we're gonna have me just be off. Here we go, cards are flying. May just be a more sensitive week for you. Yeah, right? You may feel overwhelmed. Maybe you are more sensitive than the past couple of weeks. Maybe you feel like there are a lot of repressed emotions and you want to let it out. And make sure that instead of staying in that energy for longer than you should, instead of that, yes, release your emotions, do whatever you need to do, but seek for best ways that ground you, best ways that make you feel peaceful or that neutralize you in some way, make you feel that you are connected to your heart, connected to your surroundings, that you are not floaty, right? For some of you, this is going to be walking outside for an hour or so. Others of you, it's going to be cleansing, meditation, breath work, exercise, whatever works for you. I feel like you might be dealing with a situation where one person, would it be platonic or romantic relationship, doesn't matter. One person is investing and doing so much more than the other. Or someone is not talking about their needs and they're struggling inside. And the other partner maybe doesn't even know about that, right? Feels like someone is making a decision about their love life. Trying to make a decision about their love life. What do I want to do? Where do I want to go? Path A, path B. I'm still up in the air. I don't know. I'll trust my heart though for now. I trust that I'm going to be led to a happy place, which you will be with the Sun card over here. But don't fool yourself. Be very clear with what you want and voice it to the other person and ask them the same questions. What do you require? What do you need? What do you want? Can I give it to you? Right? There's also a wish come true here. What is this about? Let's see. Some of you are finding a really good therapist or thinking about getting a therapist here. This could be for mental health, but it doesn't have to be. Maybe you are finding a really good personal trainer or healer, whatever the case. In order for you to feel more at peace or to find this inner peace. You may hear someone talk about a specific person, that they're really good, and you may want to ask them for their contacts, but it feels that you're finding a key, metaphorically speaking, to open a door. And the room that you were in before was really loud and chaotic. And once you find that key, you open a door, you walk through it, you close it, and there is peace. And you go, I did it. It's good here. It feels good here. I'm thankful. So I hope this made sense, pile number 3. If you need more content, find me on Patreon or check out my second channel based on relationship readings only. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye for now.